Hi, welcome back for another video, and in this one we are going to be taking a look at this week's Shackdaddy Bandits Challenges in Riders Republic. I'll be going through them all and show you what you need to do to complete each one. As you can see from the list, I've already completed them because they're not too bad this week. A couple of tricky ones, but I'll go through that as we come to them. I'm going to go through them in order, so if you're just interested in the 5 seconds airtime, skip to the end because that's kind of where it's going to be. But we'll start off with the Off We Go event, which is complete 3 events in the weekly featured playlist. Now, the weekly featured playlist, for those who don't know, is this one over here. It gives you 4 themed events each week. Well, it's a number of events each week. This week it's 4. We've got Bob Races, Mud and Dirt, Blaming Bart, and a Rocket Congress. Most of these are Shackdaddy events, which you will be using the Rocket Skis or the Rocket Bike. Remember that. That's going to be useful for some of the other challenges. Now, to actually access these, you need to go to the free-for-all area in the main hub. We're in the main hub here. Go to the free-for-all area, jump into the playlist, and you just need to complete 3 events. So queue up 3 times, complete the events, and that one is ticked. Next one, score 200,000 points with the Rocket Bike or the Rocket Skis. As you saw, those challenges are using mostly rocket bikes or rocket skis. If you do 3 of those, you are most of the way towards this. So just do a couple more events and you'll soon be there. Okay, the next one is Floor It, and you have to complete 3 Shackdaddy events. Again, doing the Off We Go challenge, you will pretty much complete 3 Shackdaddy events. Now the key word is complete the 3 Shackdaddy events, because some of those are timed and it is possible to get a DNF. If you do get a DNF, that does not count. You need to make sure you complete it successfully to count for this challenge. Well, you pretty much got a 3 for 1 there. Nice and easy. Complete 3 mass races for YOLO. Everyone likes mass races. Well, I do anyway. Just complete 3 of those. They're on the half hour. So they're on the o'clock and half hour. You get a mass race, so look out for the times. Jump into those, complete them. Challenge done. Aptitude Test. Now this is the first of the slightly tricky ones. You've got to get first place in 3 events using a unique funky each time without falling or using backtrack on expert or higher. You may as well just go for expert. Why make it more difficult for yourself? Right, so on this, I was using mostly the bikes and the snowboards for the events. Try and find shorter events if you can. Not ones with like massive jumps where you're going to wipe out straight away. Nice gentle races are okay, couple of stunt ones. Now the funkies, if I just switch into my gear. For the bikes, we've got the foam wrapped bike, which I think was a challenge award for the Shackdaddy Challenges a couple of weeks ago. But we'll be using that later in an event, so don't worry about that too much. Drominator is a reward for a certain amount of stars in Korea. I don't think it's too high, it's like 200 something. You get the Drominator. That's really good for road races. It's quite easy to control. Again, you want a fairly flat road race for that. Adventure Bike is great. You need to get the Adventure Bike. If you've not got really high level gear, the Adventure Bike is brilliant. It's great for road races, and it's really good for downhill races against much better bikes. I'll probably be doing a separate video on the Adventure Bike. It's worth picking up. These are all available on the map. The funkies just need to complete a race, except maybe the training bike, because that doesn't go anywhere. It's a bit useless, that one. But yeah, use the funkies. We've also got the snow funkies. The 1-foot board is pretty decent for tricks events. Surfboard's okay. A little bit quicker. Ski blades are quite fast, quite maneuverable. But again, you need to use 3 different ones in events and complete them. So yeah, that can be a bit tricky, finding the right events and using the right equipment. It depends what funkies you've got. It's actually not that bad because expert's not that high to complete. It's just trying to avoid using backtrack and falling. Next one, Airshow. This is the tricky one. This took me the longest. It's actually trying to find an event where I can do 5 seconds of airtime without actually wiping out when you hit the floor. And the event I found for this, if I go onto the map, the event I found for this is over here, and it is the Shackdaddy event, Hoodoo Voodoo. So we'll jump over. I'll just select my wingsuit. fly over to the event. Right, so we're going to this in solo, and this is using the foam bike that you saw before. Now, the foam bike has a massive absorption score, so you can throw yourself off any height, and as long as you're pretty much the right way up, you'll land the trick. So this event, it's got no time limits. It's got checkpoints, but no time limits, so you can take your time, just backtrack, keep going. Right, so I'll just ride down here, follow these checkpoints. Nice and easy. As you can see, there's some decent jumps, but we're not going to get 5 seconds airtime from these. Just keep following it down. Right, now we're getting towards some of the bigger jumps. So as you can see, there's a fair way down. So you could pick up the checkpoint, backtrack, and then from that position, he's here. Turn me the wrong way around. Just turn it around. Right, from these, get a decent height. And you can see massive height, and you'll land the trick. Just backtrack back to where you were. Carry on with the level. So there's another bigger jump a bit further along. So there's another decent jump. You can fly off the side. Get your 5 seconds. There's one over here. This is a really good jump. Let's just pick up this checkpoint so it doesn't time me out. Backtrack. Get a decent bit of speed. And that's how you get your 5-second jump. But you have to complete the event for it to count. And it doesn't actually trigger until you finish the event. So that is the main event, where you can get the 5-second airtime trick with the bike. And, as I did, complete the event. No time limits, nice and easy. That's the best way I found of doing it. And if you do all those, you come up with the Hellfire rocket suit, which I will just show you the stats for that. There it is. It's a 608, speed of 59, mobility of 84, engine boost of 60. Not too bad as a 608, it's only slightly behind my 640 rocket suit. If you're on the massive elite gear, then obviously it's a bit rubbish. But for a lot of people, it's okay. That's the reward for this week. So the challenges, that's how you complete them all. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comments. I've been Jimster71, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until then, bye for now.